is $40 period. Condit 29, Woodley 31. Condit much taller, the reach pretty close, inch and a half advantage. Carlos Condit, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the co-main event of the evening. This fight is 3 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a freestyle fighter holding a professional record, 12 wins, 2 losses. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of St. Louis, Missouri, Tyron, the Chosen One, Woodley. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record, 29 wins, 7 losses. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, he is the former WEC welterweight champion and the former interim UFC welterweight champion, the natural born killer, Carlos Condit. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Jacob Montalvo.
Jacob Montalvo, our referee. These men both feel they are fighting for the next shot.
And follow my commands at all times. Let's have a good, clean fight. Touch it up. Good luck.
At the UFC title, Carlos Condit, Tyron Woodley. Fight scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds.
Johnny, you ready? Woodley, you ready? Fight!
Here we go! Woodley, black trunks short. Condit, the long black trunks. Woodley, an outstanding wrestler. Will he look for the takedown? Condit, as versatile as any striker in the welterweight division.
He's as versatile as any fighter. He's very, big right hand right off the back by Woodley. And Woodley's ability to close the distance is something that's very shocking to fighters. So you saw it there with that right hand. He landed another one. That one hurt him. Those are 2 hard right hands in a row. The only 2 shots thrown so far in this fight. And Woodley has rattled Carlos Condit's cage twice.
And again, he tries to get in there.
He landed
just
another
missed
one.
with the uppercut after the foul of the one that you said connected, Joe. Carlos is excellent at utilizing angles. He's great with his kicks. But right now, Woodley's finding the range, and he's exploding at the right time.
Woodley with the clinch here. He's got Condit up against the cage in front of us here. And what we saw with those right hands, Mike, is what's scary about Woodley. His ability to close the distance and move the way other guys just can't move.
That's how you earn over 100 collegiate victories on the wrestling mat.
It absolutely is, because the ability to shoot that power double translates directly to the ability to close the distance and throw that right hand. It's also what we see with John Hendricks.
Woodley training in American Top Team. One of about 7 or 8 tonight from ATT on the card, including Robbie Lawler fighting for the title up next.
See, now this, I think, would favor Condit, because although Woodley is a very good wrestler and very physically strong, Condit is the guy who's much more known for his endurance and his ability to keep a pace. And there's nothing more grueling than this type of fighter.
Adrian Gonzalez does an excellent job with the strength and conditioning of Carlos Condit. That said, that means Carlos puts in the work.
And he's as disciplined as anybody, as is Woodley.
Yes.
But again, as we said before, Woodley packs so much muscle. That muscle comes at a price. It's just like having a muscle car. You know, it's fun to hit that gas, but man,
you're gonna be at the gas station soon.
You're not gonna make it to Vegas.
Not without 4 stops.
There's a nice uppercut there by Woodley.
Put the fingers out of the cage.
Head this way, circle to the right, circle to the left. There, it's clear.
Coach Carlos, born and raised in Albuquerque, longtime member of Greg Jackson and Mike Winklejohn's team. Winklejohn is a no-nonsense kind of striking guy. And Condit also credits Brandon
he
Six
tagged
Gun
him.
Simpson, too.
Condit just tagged Woodley with a left hand. Woodley slowing down already. And there's a nice kick.
That's where he can mix it up, Joe.
And Woodley's shaking his head like, no, you didn't get me. You don't ever shake your head if a guy didn't get you. You shake your hand once they got you to say that you didn't get it. There's a nice takedown by Woodley. Remember, Carlos Condit's dangerous off of his back.
Condit, an equal opportunity finisher. 13 wins by submission, 14 by TKO or KO.
And look at that. He's already going to meat hook. He's going to what we call mission control position. He shows the flexibility and the dexterity of his legs, that high guard. It makes it very dangerous. And Woodley's got to be careful there. And Woodley right now is just sort of hanging on. Carlos also has wrist control. See how he's got control? It's triangle.
Thrown off.
He threw him off, but that takes a lot of energy.
Absolutely.
And Condit knows it. Condit's right back on him. Now remember, the last fight that we saw Condit lose was against Jake Shields. Big right hand by Woodley, but Condit's still there. And what Jake Shields was able to do was weather this kind of crazy storm and engage him in a grueling grappling battle that Jake was ever able to win.
Watch for the kicks.
Head kick. And another takedown.
So that's 2 for 2, and it comes off a strike of Carlos Condit.
Right, but watch again for Carlos Condit off of his back. He was unsuccessful with that first triangle. Let's see if he makes an adjustment. Same thing. Able to get wrist control. He's barely got a hold of that left wrist. It's almost like Tyron's not fighting it.
Line him up.
And now they're up.
All right, 15 seconds on the clock here in the first.
Tyron's much slower now. Much slower. Still fast. Oh, beautiful spin.
But Condit walks right through it.
And Condit tags him on the break.
Head kick.
Very interesting the way this is playing out.
All right, Mr. Condit.
Take a big breath, Carlos.
Just slow it down a little bit. You want it first? A little bit more. Excellent. Okay. We're letting him control that space a little bit more. When you're coming in tall, that's why he's getting that stuff. Okay. Stay a little bit lower and a little bit more stuff. Remember, you go 2 or 3, he comes with that big right hand, roll that stuff. You know he's going to do it.
There's the right hand right off the bat by Woodley. And here's another one. And he faked it nicely with the left hand first. And there's a takedown. And there's a spin, and Carlos just got out of the way of that.
Behind that black line, my man.
Let's keep an eye on the cardio of Tyron Woodley.
You can see
the
his
technique of Carlos Condit.
All right, round 2,
You can see his stomach moving. He's taking some deep breaths. It's certainly not the Tyron Woodley that came out for the first round fresh.
And you want to talk about master game plans, Greg Jackson.
And Winklejohn, who's one of the best striking coaches in the game.
No question about
Former
it.
kickboxing champion, who's a very talented fighter himself. Carlos caught him with that kick.
And remember, that was the left kick that caught George St. Pierre.
And Carlos is able to keep up a fantastic pace for 5 rounds. He's done it before. He's confident in it. His conditioning is at a very elite level.
He's going to mix things up.
Another right hand, but look. He slides right out of the way of it. And Condit is shown remarkable durability in his career. Something happened.
Yeah.
Condit, he winced like he's in pain. I don't know what it is.
Was it something that, you know,
It could have been an ankle, could have been his knee.
or was he just mad that he got taken down again?
I don't think so. I don't think so. I
That
think
was the look of pain.
Yeah,
right?
it looked like a look of pain. Well, we don't know though. You know, we won't be able to see until he tries to stand up.
And he won't stop.
Yeah, or until we talk to him.
Doing nothing with it, Carlos. So work your hips. Run his hips to the side.
He's keeping busy on the bottom, Joe, so whatever it might be, it seems he's working through it.
So right now, Tyron Woodley on top, but not doing anything. And they're going to get stood up. Now we'll see if he's okay. Let's see how he walks. No limp. Could be his back. the way they went down. I mean, almost all fighters have something wrong with their back. It's the dark secret of wrestling. Tyron Woodley.
Right there.
Beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Man, it's his knee. It's his knee.
And it is all over.
Oh, man.
Tyron Woodley to the knee of Carlos Condit.
Yeah, it just exploded there.
Yeah.
I mean,
And it
Carlos
may have
Condit
started on that takedown.
yeah, it might have blown out on that takedown, and that might have been just the exclamation point. Wow.
That's a shame to have a fight finish like that.
Not a shame for Tyron Woodley.
Fight replay brought to you by Bud Light. Here we go. Did the knee go down weird, Joe? There?
Yeah, you can see him when he's going down. He's wincing in pain, and see, he touched his knee. And here, the kick. And look at his right knee buckles. And see, he kicked him in his left, but it's his right knee that gives out. Yeah, he probably blew his ACL, most likely. Most likely he blew his ACL. Based on the way that movement was and the look on his face after the first takedown, and then the fact that he got kicked on the left, and it's the supporting leg that gave out. Kind of an anticlimactic way to end a really exciting fight.
And a great matchup of two of the best in the world. Take another look at it. Unfortunately, the fight ends like this. And as Joe mentioned, it's the strike to the front leg, but when he tried to land on the back leg, which may have already been damaged, boom, the buckle. And that ends the night for Carlos Condit, and Tyron Woodley earns a big victory and may put himself in position for the next shot at the 170-pound crown. Not the way you want to see it in, though. Woodley will take it, and here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Jacob Montalvo has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes of round number 2, declaring the winner by TKO, Tyron, the Chosen One, Woodley.